Hello, everybody. Elizabeth Johnston here of Own Your Creativity, and I'm your story and creativity coach. So, I have a little bit of an unusual topic to talk to you and share with you today. I came across this story of a woman who has pioneered this ability to turn cadavers into compost. And maybe during the month of Halloween, this was kind of an apropos topic. But what was so interesting was that she has had quite a few people now that it's legal in the state that she developed this in. So she had quite a few people who wanted to volunteer for this because people don't always want to be cremated or embalmed, and so this alternative actually turns people into about 1 ton of soil. And what I really wanted to talk to you about, though, was the story about one of the people who decided to have this kind of burial. And he was an organic farmer. So he got sick near the end of his life, and he still hadn't decided how he wanted his remains to be dealt with. And then his wife came across this person who had developed this technique, and it seemed really fitting for this organic farmer to walk his talk and not just around the block, because sometimes we believe in things, we have values or issues that we feel really strongly passionate about, but we don't necessarily incorporate it into our business. And so this is something that I'd like to encourage you to think about as an entrepreneur. What are things that are really important to you, and how can you have them show up more obviously in your business? Maybe it's donations to certain things, or incorporating a program, or who knows how you could do that. But just to be more conscious that there isn't necessarily, or they shouldn't necessarily be, a separation between what you believe and how you create your income. And so what's so interesting, as I say, about this organic farmer was that the more that he looked into, how to dispose of his remains, he realized that he can actually turn himself into organic, nutrient-rich soil that can heal the planet. And so the work that he started and that fueled his organic farming business continues on with how he dealt with his death. And, not everybody has that straight line and sort of actually kind of symmetry or beauty between, what they did in while they were alive and how they departed. But some of the other people who decided to have that kind of a burial were a florist, a skilled baker, a serious cook. One was a landscaper, another one was a painter or a woodworker, another one was a beekeeper and a dog trainer. So there's a lot of different people from different walks of life that chose that method of, ending their time here on Earth. And probably if we were talking to those people a little bit more, we would understand a little bit more about what was important to them and what led to that choice. And so I really just want to bring this back to you and your business as entrepreneurs. What are things that you are super passionate about that, around the Thanksgiving dinner table that you're talking about, or that you read a lot about, or that is a hobby that you're passionate about? Maybe you volunteer somewhere, and think about how you might connect that in some meaningful way to your business. And when you think about that, that actually is going to transform not just your business, but how you show up in the world. So for me, one of my events, I decided to donate some money from those proceeds to a charity that I really believe in. And this was an important thing for me to start thinking about. How can I give back? How can I use my business and my abundance to help things that are meaningful and important to me, instead of just kind of worrying about it or wishing, things would change or whatnot. And so I really thought about, like, how can I streamline things? How can I connect the dots between things that I believe in and what I do, as an entrepreneur. So that's my invitation to you, is think about what's important to you and how might you make those connections more obvious in your business. So I hope you're having a great day, and I'd love to hear from you. If you have any comments or ideas that you'd like to share, post them in the comments. I'd love to read them.